Trust has always been an important part of brand-consumer relationships. Without trust, customers may not feel confident in their purchases or may opt out for more trustworthy competitor brand, leaving that perceived untrustworthy company high and dry. This is particularly important in the digital age. We're now seeing close to 60% of retail transactions happening online, and face-to-face interactions are on the decline. In short, it's not enough just to get your product out there. It's not enough just to simply get eyeballs on what you're selling. Trust, not exposure, is the real currency of today. Of course, this raises one critical question. How do you build that trust? This is 5 Minute Friday, so join me as I simplify the complexity of brand transparency and consumer trust. What's up everybody, Arnt Eriksen here with yet another 5 Minute Friday. Here's what I need you to do. Number 1, subscribe. Number 2, give it a thumbs up or smash it if you so desire. Number 3, leave a comment down below or connect with me on Twitter or Instagram. It's @ArntEriksen everywhere. Let's just jump into it. Strong brands don't just happen. They are the results of a long-term strategy that guides how a company does business and is tightly bound to its understanding of customer needs. Companies have to be obsessed with delivering a customer experience in line with the customer's expectations. In a world where people deliberately block out businesses that they don't trust or appreciate, the key to success is showing your target audience that you're worth their time. One study in 2016 that looked into the link between trust and transparency found that more than half of customers consider additional information to be important when they're choosing a brand. What's more, 73% of those people would spend more money on a product that offers complete transparency. If that's not enough to showcase the art of honesty, how about the fact that 78% of consumers consider brand transparency to be very important, while 70% devote extra time to finding out more about the organizations they buy from? Ultimately, brand transparency is all about convincing your customer to trust you. Only after you develop trust can you begin to cultivate the holy grail of great marketing. Brand loyalty, brand ambassadors, your tribe. Let me explain. Customer trust was never easy to win per se, but it's also never been this difficult. We have entered an era of distrust due to a perfect storm of different factors. The excessive amount and misleading nature of advertising is partially to blame. Only 4% of consumers believe that the marketing industry acts with integrity, and the remainder are skeptical of advertisers' intention. They know companies are out for a profit and are willing to bend the truth to get it. Recent research has found that millennials are less trusting of others than any other generation, with only 19% trust. Also, we live in a capitalistic society that strongly encourages individual achievement. For better or worse, those conditions force consumers to look out for themselves and will always be generous towards others. The digital era has millions of businesses all clamoring for attention. The massive content overload makes it harder to figure out what's real and what isn't. And then fake news, of course. The recent and ongoing fake news epidemic is also meddling with customers' trust. Everything is to be doubted and nothing is to be believed. These days, brand transparency isn't just a nice thing for your company to strive for. It's a crucial part of success. As trust becomes increasingly difficult to attain, brands can differentiate themselves by committing to absolute transparency. Here are 7 things you need to master to build trust. Number 1, be accessible. Be available to your customers and allow them to interact with you. Customers often have questions, and if there's nowhere for them to go and get the answer, or you don't respond in a timely manner, you could begin to lose credibility. Number 2, have a reliable product. People tend to buy on emotion, not logic. The challenge your business face is that when the product arrives on the customer's doorstep, they need to be impressed with the quality of the product to justify their purchase. Talking a good game when then turning around and selling a low-quality product is sure to draw negative reviews, leading to mistrust and diseased credibility. Number 3, be honest. Being transparent means recognizing and being open about both your strengths and weaknesses. If your product isn't right for one of your prospects, you should be secure enough to guide that prospect in the right direction, even if that means boosting your competitor's bottom line. Honesty shows you care about your customer and their needs, and your willingness to help them gets them the result they're looking to achieve. Number 4, bring value to your client. Do you put your customers first or do you put revenue first? People know when they are just a dollar sign to you, and while they may still buy from you, if they believe your product solves their needs, this does not build long-term trust or encourage repeat sales. Number 5, maintain consistency. Maintaining consistency ensures that your prospect and customers know what to expect. Your message should be an extension of your actions and behavior. If it isn't true to who you are or you can't deliver on it, you are being inconsistent. Your design should be holistically implemented across your logo, website, social networks, and print materials. It is an easy win that can help you build trust with your customers. Your delivery, how you communicate with your target audience, through which channels and how often. Number 6, display company culture. What is it like to work at your office? A display of company culture shows that you're willing to be honest. It shows that your employees like working at the company and that there are humans behind the business, watching out for the good of the customers. Number 7, own mistakes. Made a mistake? Own it. Failed at something? Own it. Customers will respect and trust your company even more when you own up to your mistakes and failures. Humans are fallible, and your brand should be too. And do it quickly. You've got to own up to the mistakes before your customer thinks you're trying to hide it. While being honest doesn't seem like a big commitment from a consumer perspective, it is something that can be incredibly difficult for businesses, particularly since sharing negative reviews or information about your business can be enough to lose valuable points for your reputation. However, it is important to remember that transparency is the key to long-term loyalty. The more your customers know about you, your successes and your failures, the stronger their relationship with your brand will become. Empower your customer to understand your business, and you'll also encourage them to fall in love with your brand. Well, that's the end of this 5-Minute Friday session. Thank you for giving me your time and attention. I do hope I managed to inform, enlighten, and entertain you. If you like this video, please consider giving it a good thumbs up and hit that subscribe button while we're at it. It actually makes a difference. Next Friday is going to be a little bit different as it is summer. So I'll give you my top legends of marketing. Until then, be safe, stay awesome, and I'll see you next Friday.